All right, Larry Krueger here for the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show atop the parking garage across from Levi's as we come to you on a Friday. No days off. That's right, we're back grinding for you, covering the 49ers. Niners days away from the big showdown in the NFC, maybe the game of the year. Niners and Bears right here at Levi's on Sunday Night Football, and the stakes are incredibly high. We're going to get into that right now. Of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, two locations, Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out, and they do run out, so get there early. Get some brisket chili, tell them that Krug sent you. They're also opening in Petaluma in 2026. Way to go, Pig and a Pickle. All right. Let's get into it. Stakes are high Sunday night. Niners and Bears. Game of the year, I think, in one of the games of the year in the NFL, definitely the game of the year in the NFC. Niners right now have a 32% chance to have the number one seed in the NFC. Why is that important? The one seed gets the week off. The one seed gets home field advantage. The Super Bowl is right here. If the 49ers win the next two games, they don't have to leave home again. Period. No more road trips. It's a home deal, and that is a major advantage in December and January to not play on the road. You want to play at home. So they get the Bears Sunday night. If the 49ers win the game, they have a 53% chance of being the number one seed in the NFC playoffs. If the Niners lose on Sunday Night Football to the Bears, that 32% chance drops to 1% chance, virtually no chance at all that the Niners get the number one seed. So if they want to have home field advantage, if they want that week off, they're going to have to take care of business Sunday night against a really good Bears team led by first-year head coach Ben Johnson, who's taking off his shirt. Good, better, best, better than the rest, all this stuff. I don't know anything about the nursery rhymes, but I do know the Bears got a good football team. All right, let's get into some Niners stuff because John Lynch stopped by earlier today on The Sports Leader and talked with Murph and Marcus on the KMBR Morning Show. And I don't think it was Murph and Marcus. It was probably somebody else because those guys probably on vacation. But we should tell you these Niner practice reports are brought to you by our friends at Plank, which is a brand new spot. It's not brand new. It's a 50,000 square foot entertainment eatery at Jack London Square in Oakland, but they just opened the Hub, which is brand new, which is their sports viewing space. It's got a 30-foot media wall. It's really cool, guys. You got to check it out. Over 70 TVs. They've got an outdoor beer garden with 49 different beers on tap. It's awesome. It's big. It's great. It's indoor, outdoor. It's really cool. There's bowling. If you love to bowl, I love to bowl. 12 lanes of bowling. There's bocce. There's arcade games for the kids. If you're a Krug Show fan, just mention it. You get 15% off games, food, bowling, non-alcoholic drinks through the end of the year. And we'll probably continue that into the new year. So we'll talk more about that. But thanks to plankoakland.com, check them out. You guys will really dig it. Once you go there, it's a great place for your holiday party. Now the holidays are over. It's a great place to just gather with friends or family and have a really good time. Bowl, have a couple beers, watch the game. I mean, who doesn't want to do that any time of year? All right, plankoakland.com. Once again, plankoakland.com. John Lynch stopped by on the KMBR Morning Show and said that Fred Warner may try to return in the playoffs, that the rehab's going that well that he may try to make it back in the postseason, and that would be incredible. I mean, I discounted it. I really discounted it. I just said, no way, it's not going to happen. I just don't think it was healthy for the team to have the expectation of Fred might come back. It's like you got to solve your problems from within and not worry about Fred's rehab. But according to John Lynch, the rehab's going so well, he's accelerating so fast that they think he might be able to come back for the playoffs. I got to think it would be the Super Bowl, but either way, that would be inspiring to this defense. He's one of the leaders on the team. If he comes back, that would be absolutely huge, a huge shot in the arm if the Niners actually had that happen. He acknowledged that Robert Saleh is going to be highly coveted as a head coach and mentioned that, Saleh's got big aspirations. He's got big goals. Saleh probably wants to be a head coach again, but he knows he was the Jets head coach, and the next head coaching gig he gets is probably his last, and he probably knows that, so he's probably going to want to cherry pick a great opportunity. And Lynch said, hey, we're going to do everything in our power to try to keep him. So, the Niners can make it very, very attractive to stay. I mean, money talks, baby. It's that simple. And there's no cap. You know, there's no cap on what you pay Robert Saleh. So if you think Robert Saleh is the biggest deal and this meaningful guy to you winning championships, pay him $10 million. Who cares? It's funny money. Do you know how much money these football teams, what kind of revenue the NFL has on that's shared throughout the league? It's lots and lots of money, hundreds of millions of dollars. They have the budget to do anything they want. Why do you think all these teams, at the end of week 18, when the season's over, that don't make the playoffs, are just going to fire all their coaches? They're going to fire the coach and all these assistant coaches. There'll be a bunch of guys fired. Why? Because everybody's got so much money now, they can pay to make their problems go away. You got a bad coaching staff, you don't sit with that. Oh, we can't pay him off. No, you pay him off. You pay him off and you pay his assistants off and you get down the road. That's what Jed did a bunch of times between Harbaugh and Shanahan when he was dealing with the guys in between. He just kept paying off, paid off Tom Sula, paid off his coaches, paid off Chip Kelly, paid off his coaches. It's Jed spent a lot of money paying off coaches, but that's because he's got a lot of money. And this thing produces a ton of revenue, and it gives you that opportunity to turn the page now if you want to. But the Niners can make it attractive, and Lynch basically made that point. Hey, they can make it attractive for Robert Saleh to stay. I hope they do. Offer the guy big bucks. I'd offer him big bucks. Look what he's worth. He's worth a lot. The other big story coming out of Lynch today was that George Kittle's ankle. It's a short week. They love George. They need George. He didn't practice Wednesday. He didn't practice Thursday. He's not going to practice today. It's going to be a game time decision. Luke Farrell and Jake Tonjes can do the job, but neither is George. And I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. They'll also probably call Braden Willis up off the practice squad to take his spot. I believe in Tonjes for sure, and I think they can. And you may even see a little bit of juice. This might be an opportunity to get Brian Robinson on the field a little bit and throw juice at tight end. I don't know, it's just an idea, but if you're looking to get explosive players on the field, that might be a way to. Might be able to play a little tight end for you. As far as today is Friday. We're down here. Niners will be practicing in about a half hour. I'll be out there on the field checking it out. Renardo Green's got the neck injury. He was limited yesterday. Ricky Pearsall was limited, but he practiced yesterday. CMC and Trent Williams were back on the field yesterday. They were given the Veterans Day on Wednesday, but they were back practicing yesterday. And then Yatir Gross-Matos returned to practice on Thursday, but he also was limited. Tatum Bethune and Samo are full go. So that's good news, especially with the Bears and their explosive run game. Now, on the Bear front, Rome Odunze's out. Tom Pelissero is reporting today that Rome Odunze is not going to play. He's got a foot injury. He's been trying to get back, but he's not going to get back. So no Rome Odunze, the number one receiver for the Bears, is out. Also this week, limited in practice for the Chicago Bears, Drew Dahlman. He's got a couple different injuries, including a hand injury. The rookie receiver, Luther Burden. Kevin Byard, the veteran safety, and Nashawn Wright, the Bay Area kid, the big corner. Those are four really good players, by the way, for Chicago, and they've all been limited at practice this week. Niners, by the way, will wear the red throwbacks that they wore in the '94 Super Bowl season. I love those unis. They look really, really tight. So good luck to the 49ers on Sunday night. We're going to head over to practice, then we're going to talk to Kyle Shanahan. I'm going to ask him what he sees on film with this Bears defense. The Bears have 21 interceptions, 21 picks. That's a ton. The Niners have 6. So I got to ask Shanahan what it looks like on film and what he's seeing. We'll see what he says about that. And I'll cook up a couple more things as well. So have a great Friday. Go Niners. No days off. Day after Christmas, on the grind down here in Santa Clara. Going to practice. And we got more coming later on the Krug Show. The Pig in a Pickle Krug Show.